Well, hello there, vanguards of Italia, and welcome again to another Let's Play here in Hearts of Iron 4, guys. So, last we checked, guys, when we took over the glorious Romanian area, which of course now is it's actually part of Turkey as well as part of Yugoslavia. In fact, some very strange stuff occurred in this actual Let's Play, and I'll show you guys right away. Now, we are playing with a BLACKICE mod. When we look at Factions map mode, as you can see over here, we are part of the Axis, despite of course, being initially head of the Novus Imperium Romanum. And a few other people playing the BLACKICE mod have mentioned this exact same problem, but we're going to keep it going. If you guys think that should be an endgame scenario, then let me know. But overall, I think we can make it work. So, guys, we are continuing forward with our plan to, of course, meet up north over here to beat the enemy over here near Egypt and really try to take Alexandria back from the foe. So we are essentially trying to send these guys in. And if you guys take a look over here, we have had so many naval battles over here. Just the amount of naval battles we have had is actually quite amazing. I'm going to take a look at some of the victories here. As you can see, managing to destroy an enemy destroyer. But really, there are just so many naval battles all over the way. Our Navy, I must say, is just simply not as good as the enemy, although we do get the odd situation here where we've got a battleship that takes out quite a number of English ships. So we're going to go ahead and continue here, guys. Most of our forces now, of course, are on the French front, and we are pushing through as best we can. In fact, we've got more on the way, and some of these guys are going to go straight to Grenoble, but I think I actually want to go down to Nice to see if we can stop the enemy on two different fronts. You can see here that our men are already heading to Lyon, and we should actually be there very soon. And there we go, guys. We've taken Lyon from the enemy. I think what I'm going to do with these armor divisions is try and take Dijon and do just everything we can to destabilize the enemy. So that means trying to cut off their lines, of course, near Paris. If we can help our German friends get in, then by all means. A few more of these troops. Some of these guys I'm going to head west because I want to cut off Marseille from this. Basically want to cut off this side of France from the other. Eventually we will move into Vichy as well. In fact, we could probably go ahead and take it right now. I don't want our guys trapped on narrow fronts, so we'll still move through and capture all of this area, as you guys can see here. And already doing a tremendous amount of damage to the French. So here we go. I'm going up to Paris. I doubt they're going to be, I'm sure they're going to be in Paris. I doubt it's going to be undefended, but at least we can see kind of what the enemy has here. And look at that. We're already in a fight with some French. Even crossing the river, we are still beating them in the battle, which means we must have better reinforcements in these guys. There's going to be some issue here, some reason that we are crushing them. So I'm going to go ahead. Once we win this battle, I will restructure the line. Right now, I really just want to win those first few battles. And look at that. Belgium has joined the Allies. Shameful. Shameful, Belgium. But it is what it is. So, all right, we're going to keep attacking. We might even be able to get a few more troops out on the field. I think we probably can. And let's take these units here, send them down to Marseille. It's good to see that the Spanish nationalists have decided to help us. We helped them in the war, and despite the fact that they refused to join the Axis, they are still assisting us, and that's great. Here we go. We're going to try to launch an attack on these guys. I'm actually going to send some troops over here, try to see if we can't break through. It's being defended by some Americans. The last thing we need is a place like Nice under enemy control. The Netherlands has joined the United Kingdom in our war. Shameful indeed. So there we go. The Dutch, of course, now have joined the enemy. And let me just grab this unit. I'm going to go ahead and move into Toulon. All of those Americans, it's almost like the American version of Dunkirk. They have all been forced away from this mainland. There's no way that they're going to be coming back, at least not while we're here. So we're going to go ahead and set up that new front line I told you guys about. I promised you I would do it, and I think it's time. So let's go ahead, get that set up, get our boys there on the field. And we've got several armies here that we could improve. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and get people there. We're definitely going to have to try and get some more resources. Apparently, the German Reich has some of the resources we need, but not all of them. So we'll get what we can, of course. Even the Soviets have some, but we just don't have enough to get it. Let's see the rubber. I'm going to try to buy all the rubber Germany has, but it sucks when you don't have as many allies as you wish you could have. Things certainly get a little more complicated. Alright, so some of these guys have already managed to get over here. I think I'm going to go ahead and attack towards Montpellier. with some of my men, and with some of them I'm going to just try and cruise right through behind the enemy lines here and keep trying to open up the line. Now, I don't like this. We've got French units actually breaking through over here. We want to engage them. We want to make sure that they cannot just start attacking our troops left and right and hope for a victory. There we go. Some men across the river. We can't have that, can we? Ataka! Alright, guys. Let's take a quick look here at our actual national focus. Pretty sure we're going to have to come up with something else. Now, the Italian highways look pretty great, but Go After France looks pretty awesome as well. And since we are already at war with France, that's what I'm going to take. I'm also going to head to Modify Government, and I think we could do Service by Requirement. This would actually increase training time, but lower factory output and construction speed, which is actually not something we really want. What should we do? Okay, now this makes sense. We're going to go ahead. We're going to turn to a war economy, guys. Obviously, our people know now, without a doubt, that we are in the fight for our lives, the fight for our country's lives. So we definitely will go for that war economy, and hopefully this is going to be enough to make a major difference. Send this unit through here. Let's go, boys. Besakon. Should be back in our hands. I'm actually going to take a quick look to see if we have any more navies. We have plenty of naval ships. A lot of them, of course, are getting essentially rearming themselves, etc., fixing the damage. I'm going to try to send them into the English Channel. I know that some people are getting repaired, but I don't give a damn. I'm going to try to head over there as soon as possible. And it looks like our German friends are doing a pretty good job here at pushing through our war. Although, look at this, the French have taken Strasbourg. So maybe only because we're in this war are they actually doing fairly okay. Once again, a lot of micromanaging on this front. I'm going to go ahead and push through here, push down this way. Want to make sure we don't have anybody cutting us off behind, so we're going to hit them there. We're also going to push this unit, these units. Oh, sorry, that's our allies. Push this unit down south. This unit we're going to keep moving north towards Bessico. But I'm actually going to cut off, I'm not even going to go towards Bessico. I'm going to just cut off this side of the river. This is what we really need to be worried about. All right, here we go. It's also fair to say that we don't really need this army over in enemy territory anymore, so let me just select all here. I want to try and add some units. Oh, wait a minute. Ugo Caballero's units. Let's see what he's doing. Trying to find out where his units actually are. Okay, so actually a lot of them are already on the front. Let's go ahead and make a proper front line for these units. Well, let's try that again. Beautiful, guys. So we are really putting everything, all of our time, resources, and energy onto this front. Got our basic artillery factories, and the Netherlands has capitulated. Good work, Germany. They got it. The Netherlands is, of course, in the Axis hands now, and we are getting on the border here with France. Maybe we will be the ones to push into Paris. One thing is for sure, this is all becoming part of our empire, no matter what happens. Although I'm kind of annoyed that we didn't get to keep that Novus Imperium Romanum. That's really, really frustrating. Alright, let's go ahead from Vichy. Whoa! Sorry, did not mean to do that. We'll fix that. Vichy will attack in from here. These guys, I actually want them to stay put. They need to defend this area, so we're going to keep them there. Of course, we want to deal with all of the enemies in this region, so we're going to cut right down south. Cut across here as well from Montpellier. And there's also some Dutch troops here, as you guys can see. So I'm going to cut up and up. There we go. Instant victories across the line. Right now, most of our infantry can go up toe-to-toe with the which is pretty awesome. It's not always the case, but the fact that that's actually occurring is a really good sign. It looks like we're already getting explosives. Awesome. Focus on finally some general-purpose heavy machine guns. Yes! Of course, we don't have the factories to build them, but that can all be accrued a little bit later. Now, as for this guy, I'm going to put him in this army right here, because I know that this guy needs guys in his force, so we'll go ahead and assist him. Now, here we could make a mad dash for Paris, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, that's exactly what you want to see. I'm not sure if it's exactly the best idea, but it worked in getting us this far. So I'm going straight for it, guys. We've got Vichy. Why don't we try for Paris? The great French blitzkrieg. We will crush them all. Oh, wait a minute, we're Italians. Now, of course, we're going to be cutting through France for this blitzkrieg. This will be a glorious Italian blitz. I'm hoping we can get to Paris without any defenses whatsoever. I think that would be quite amazing if that were the case. Come on, boys. Paris will be liberated. Oh, we are in control of the city, guys. That's it, the fall of Paris. The last pockets of French resistance in Paris were mopped up today, and the city is now firmly under Italian control. Il Duce was hurriedly flown in to participate in the victory parade in the Champs-Élysées, riding in front of the marching troops on a white stallion. During the celebrations, he compared the current campaign in France with Caesar's conquest of Gaul, and promised that it was only the beginning of Italy's access to greatness. Guys, amazing. We got it. France has capitulated to us, the Italians. And as you can see now, look at that. It's all ours, boys and girls. All of it. Now, the sad part is, unfortunately, the factions map mode takes away our Novus Imperium Romanum from us. But we still get to keep Greece. And I hope that we can bring these other guys over. It's really unfortunate that that occurred, and we didn't even get any sort of script for it. So if I'm not mistaken here, the Yugoslavs are now the leaders. Or maybe we remain the leaders. How the hell does this work? Somebody tell me. I'm so damn confused. Because when we select ourselves, we still get Axis, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks. Member of the Axis. Okay, that's just one way we can discover. Let's take a look here. Look at the Yugoslavs. I guess we don't get to see. Very anti-German. This might be one reason. Okay, so Turkey is the leader of the Novus Imperium Romanum. Wow. Well, I mean, definitely a trade-off. We got a bunch of France. We still have Greece in our beautiful country. But of course now we're working with the Germans. Now we can finally build some factories. It's about freaking time. And actually I think I want to build some new factories. Light infantry equipment, we've got that. Garrison maintenance. Filled. Alright, so we need some more light infantry equipment. Let's get some factories there. And we need a few more basic tankettes. Get some factories there. One great thing about this situation right now is just the amount of things we can build. And we need a ton of mountain warfare, so we're going to go ahead and get that. Of course, we're running low on resources, despite the fact we just took a bunch of land. So we're going to try to get some oil from the Soviets. And remember, they're still good friends with us. No issues there. So we shall continue. Also some free dockyards. And I'm not one to usually build dockyards, but in this case I will. Let's get some battleship dockyards out here. And start getting these guys into the ocean. We've already had a tremendous amount of victories in the ocean. Now, of course, it's really up to us facing the enemy head on. I'm going to go ahead and take an anti-infantry tank there. Or anti-tank infantry. And let's see if we can't start focusing on some battlefield support. I think that's the most important in terms of air power, at least for our nation right now, and I'm kind of confused as to what we should do now. Of course, now we are no longer part of the Novus Imperium Romanum, so things are very, very different. See how the British are doing here? I'd always try to boost party popularity and revolt and try and cause a revolt in England, but I don't really see that occurring. It is unfortunate, though, that we lost Novus Imperium Romanum to have to fight under the Axis. But you know what? We're going to own it. And as you can see here, our actual African Blitz idea is working marvelously. Remember, we're trying to move everybody up to Alexandria, and I think we can definitely get there. So we're actually going to continue the advance now. All of these guys are going, this is major desert warfare, of course, but they're doing a damn good job. We've even got sandstorms, all sorts of crazy stuff, but we're doing everything we can to put things into motion and quickly. All right, we got to go after France. Well, let's take a look over here. And this war with the UK was automatically completed when we joined, or when we were forced to join the Allies, the Axis. Third time's the charm. Let's get some submarine effort, actually. I think it's probably time, and I'm going to actually grab these troops, and I'm going to cut across right here, see if we can just take Alexandria within basically a day or two. Back into the hands of Italy. And El Alamein is also beautiful, guys. Alexandria is under our control. Just a little bit more power for the glorious Duce, and I hope that this will lead us towards victory. Thanks for watching, guys. A huge victory over France. Germany didn't get a piece of it, which I find absolutely hilarious, and that definitely makes me feel a lot better. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care, and have an awesome, awesome day.